this is the question, and this is again GATE 2016 ECE question. Okay, now it is given that assume that the circuit has reached steady state. The circuit is already steady state given to us before t equals to 0. Okay, when 3 ohm resistance suddenly burns out. So at t equals to 0, the 3 ohm resistance burns out, resulting in open circuit. We have to find the value of IT at t equals to 0 plus. A simple question. Okay, so I will just copy the figure. Okay, so in this question, okay, at t equals to 0 minus, the circuit was a steady state. So these two diodes are actually, these two capacitances are actually open circuited. Okay, these are open circuited, they are not in the figure. Okay, so let us assume that the voltage across this capacitance VC1 and voltage across this capacitance VC2. Okay, so by voltage division rule, and one more thing we can, okay, just add it. VC2. Okay, now we can see that this 2 ohm resistance is having open circuit both sides, at the top as well as at the bottom. So no current will flow through this 2 ohm resistance. So the current will flow in this direction, that is from 12 volt battery, a 1 ohm resistance, a 2 ohm resistance and a 3 ohm resistance, and the circuit will be completed. And we can say that the current in this loop will be, total resistance is 6 ohms, so the current will be 2 amperes. Okay, and the voltage drop across this 2 ohm resistance will be 4 volt, across this 3 ohm resistance will be 6 volts. Now since no current flows through this this impedance, so the voltage drop across this will be 0 volts. Okay, so I can say that VC1 is equals to 4 volt and VC2 is equals to 6 volts. Okay, now at t equals to, okay, one more thing, there is a correction here, that the current direction IT is this, okay, from left to right. Okay, now at t equals to 0 plus, 3 ohm resistance burn out. Okay, that is, it is open circuited, and we know that at t equals to 0 minus, VC1 was 4 volt, that is capacitance 1 was charged by 4 volt, VC2 was 6 volt. So at t equals to 0 plus, whenever we draw the circuit, then capacitance C1 and C2 will be replaced by a battery of 4 volt and 6 volt respectively, and the circuit can be redrawn as follows. Circuit at t equals to 0 plus. So 1 ohm resistance, capacitance replaced by a battery of 4 volt, capacitance replaced by a battery of 6 volt, 2 ohm resistance, 2 ohm resistance. Okay, so this is open circuited, 3 ohm resistance, a 12 volt battery. Okay, now since this is open circuited and this point, let us say this is grounded, so this point is at 6 volts. Okay, so this point will be at 10 volts because of this 4 volt battery. So I can see that across these two resistances are in series. So I can see that across these two resistances which are in series, the total drop is of 4 volt. So thus the current in this loop will be 1 ampere, because the total drop has to be 4 volt and the impedance or the resistance in the path is 4 ohms. So I can say that in this loop the direction, or in this loop the current is 1 ampere, which is from right to left direction. And since the direction of IT given in the question is from left to right, so I can say that I0 plus is equals to minus 1 amperes. Okay, so this gives us the solution to the question. Okay, so we have completed in this video the questions of 2019 to 2016. Okay, in the upcoming lectures we will be solving the more previous year questions of transient. Okay, so thank you guys.